Hey Lions fans, are you ready to rev up that engine and let your roars echo from Detroit to the NFL's brightest stages? Smash that like button if you feel Detroit's roar building towards something monumental this season. Picture this. The 2023 Lions are on the prowl, striving for greatness. But there's a cloud of uncertainty looming over the defensive line. With every passing week, the chatter only intensifies. Are the Lions truly equipped to reach the pinnacle of their ambitions? Or is there a key piece missing that could spark a new era? Do we have enough depth to match our aspirations? Questions swirl. Can Aiden Hutchinson carry the load alone? Is our front line capable of breaking through and causing havoc in opposing backfields? The urgency is palpable as fans yearn for answers. The excitement mingles with a hint of anxiety. And just as the heart of Lions Nation begins to race, word from the NFL grapevine trickles in, igniting the dwindling hope of a blockbuster trade that could change everything. What if I told you a former 5th overall pick could be suited up in Honolulu blue very soon? Insiders are buzzing about Kayvon Thibodeaux, the edge rusher currently with the New York Giants. Not just a potential game changer, but a powerful force capable of standing shoulder to shoulder with Hutchinson to forge an electrifying pass-rushing duo that could terrify quarterbacks citywide. Think about it, Thibodeaux was once the golden boy of the draft, a guy expected to shift the tides and bring defenses to their knees. Yet, here we are, witnessing his potential excess at the Giants. With their acquisition of another top-tier talent, it seems Thibodeaux's position may have slipped, leading to speculation of impending trades. Could the Lions be ready to pounce? The whispers insist this could be the perfect storm. Thibodeaux, still on his rookie deal, could come to Detroit with minimal financial burden attached, giving the Lions security and flexibility while pursuing their championship aspirations. You can almost hear the gears turning in the front office. Would a strategic move for Thibodeaux be the X factor that propels the Lions beyond mere hope and speculation? Picture that ferocious defensive front, with Hutchinson on one side and Thibodeaux on the other, reminding the league that Detroit means business. But hold on, what would the price be? The Giants may be looking for second-round picks to offload his talent, which seems deliciously appetizing to a Lions squad soaring over their previous lackluster seasons. Would they be willing to part with valuable assets for a player still hitting his stride? As the clock ticks down to the trade deadline, the question lurks. Are the Lions willing to sacrifice future picks for an immediate surge in performance? Could that 4th-round pick in 2026 and a 5th-round pick in 2027 seal the deal? Fans hold their breaths on the edge of their seats as the rumblings grow louder. What if acquiring Thibodeaux transforms the entire landscape of the NFC North? Will we finally have the defense to back up our high-octane offense? Or is this merely another pipe dream for us loyalist Lions fans? One minute we have hope, and the next doubt creeps back in. Will Detroit's bold move pale in comparison to the demands looming over Thibodeaux's enticing potential? Just imagine the hype, the drama, the sheer excitement of his signature with the Lions. A player who was once envisioned to reign alongside the greats. As anticipation builds, our inner Lions fan mimics the heart of the team, resilient, relentless, and ready for something exceptional. Can this trade reshape our destiny? Or is it yet another rumor to fade into the wind? The moment weighs heavily, like the last seconds on the game clock, with the Lions fighting for every last advantage. Keep those notifications on, because the next day could usher in an era that captures our dreams or leaves our hopes on the floor. Will Kayvon Thibodeaux don the blue and silver and wreak havoc in the Motor City? Or will the Giants hold tight, leaving us in a whirlwind of speculation and unfulfilled expectations? If you're feeling that surge of adrenaline racing through your veins, then roar into the comments and let's unite our Lions' pride as we head into uncharted waters. Just as the tension swells, so do the possibilities. Imagine for a moment Kayvon Thibodeaux lining up opposite Aiden Hutchinson, poised to form an impenetrable wall against NFC North offenses. With a blend of speed, ferocity, and skill already demonstrated in his college days, Can you visualize the sheer terror that would grip the hearts of opposing quarterbacks as they face not one, but two elite rushers hell-bent on changing the game? The chemistry in the Lions locker room could ignite like never before, players feeding off each other's energy, building momentum, and fostering a relentless drive to reclaim their rightful place within the playoff landscape. Remember how our beloved Lions have suffered from years of mediocrity, but a dynamic duo like Thibodeau and Hutchinson that has the potential to rewrite our legacy, taking us from underdogs to hunters poised to strike fear into the hearts of the battling Bears, resilient Packers, and notorious Vikings. Wouldn't it be incredible to hear the deafening silence from rival fan bases, knowing they're witnessing the rise of a defensive juggernaut that threatens to overrun their expectations? And think back to last year when the Lions turned Ford Field into a fortress, with roaring crowds electrified by defensive stops and hard-hitting plays. The memories of those iconic moments fill us with dreams of more. But how do we get there? Thibodeau's arrival could be the catalyst that pushes us over the edge. Insiders claim it only takes a second-round pick to heart of Detroit's future to sway this deal. From a distant narrative to a present-day opportunity, is this where destiny calls? Former Lions greats are chiming in too, echoing the notion that Thibodeau could change everything. If the Lions can pull this off, we're talking about a kind of dominance unseen since the days of Hall of Famers. This could finally break the playoff drought. No question about it, said a former linebacker now turned analyst. Can you feel that? A shift in the air, a new narrative unfolding. As fans, we yearn for a connection to greatness. We crave the moments that transcend the mundane of lost seasons, filled with empty promises. A trade of this magnitude could transform Ford Field into the epicenter of excitement, where every snap sets the stage for a showdown of epic proportions. But let's not forget, while we feast on these visions of glory, the stakes are sky high. The Giants may not be keen on letting go of Thibodeau without something substantial in return, maybe even a first-round pick if they sense the Lions' desperation. What if the Lions hold fast but miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, choosing instead to safeguard draft assets with hope for a stronger future? Can we accept the fate of playing it safe after years of restlessness? Or shall we venture boldly into the darkness, fueled by our fiercest desires? Will this moment mark the rebirth of a team that wears the pride of Michigan on its sleeve? The questions loom heavier, echoing through the rafters like a battle cry. With the trade deadline hours away, whose resolve will falter first, Detroit's or New York's? The stage is set, and as fervent supporters, we can almost hear the roar brewing, poised for an announcement that could flash across our screens, thrusting us back to the heart of what it means to be a Lions fan. The thought is intoxicating. Will this be the dawn of Detroit's resurgence, forever altering the course of our franchise's narrative? The fire in our hearts aches for an answer. As I sit here, a staunch believer in the Lions' vision, I stand ready to unleash hope unto the cosmos. Share your thoughts. What do you believe awaits us? Will we see Thibodeau in a Lions jersey, changing the face of football in the Motor City forever? Or are we still left waiting, shrouded in a veil of disappointment? Let the discussion roll like the thunder of our forefathers. It's time to let our voices be heard.